Good morning, everyone. This is Dan with E-Bike Nation. Welcome to a ride video, and we're going to be talking about something a little different today. Since we're heading into winter, we're going to talk wintertime riding. How many people ride in the wintertime? Put a comment down there for me. I'm really curious how many people ride in the wintertime. Now, I ride all year long unless there is ice on the trail. Even with snow on the trail, I will get one of my trikes out and ride. Now, there are some limitations even when it gets heavy snow. I killed a motor on a trike last year in the really heavy snow. The snow got up over the motor and I burned it up. But yeah, that can happen. So yeah, if there's a couple inches of snow on the ground, 3, but I was riding in 12 inches of snow. So I decided that that was not a very good idea. But I do ride in the winter. I don't care how cold it is. If it's down to single digits, I'll still be out riding. I'll be doing shorter videos, and I'll tell you why, because you will certainly have battery degradation in the winter. You're going to lose somewhere between 20 to 30% of your battery's capacity riding in the wintertime. So we'll talk about a few things that you need to be prepared for the wintertime if it's really, really cold. And I'll talk about a couple things you'll need as I'm riding up the trail here. I'm riding my electric XP Trike 2.0. This is my second ride since post-surgery on my total knee replacement on my right knee. So I rode Monday and I'm going to ride again today, but I wanted to spread it out a little bit. I didn't want to overdo my knee either. I think I may be a week and a half to 2 weeks ahead of schedule. I'm 4 weeks today post-surgery. And even the people at the physical therapy thought I was doing a lot better than I should be doing at this age and at this 4-week point. So I'm happy with that. But again, don't get too confident where you overdo it, because then you're going to have more problems. Now, if my knee starts hurting, I'm just going to throttle. So if you see a lot of this video throttling, that's why. But yeah, let's talk about some of the things you need. And I'll try to put photos up in the corner of the video and some of the things that you need. First and foremost, you need your helmet on. Even in the winter, wear your helmet. And I have liners that I can put in my helmet. I forgot to push my phone app here just a second. There we go. So I've got liners that'll go over my ears and around my head before I put it in the helmet. That's very nice. I have winter gloves. I don't have a heated vest. I haven't seen the need for it yet, but some of the guys that I know have heated vests. Now, I do have heated hand warmers. You shake them up and you put them in your gloves or your feet, and I've got some for my feet too, and you'll get your legs and your hands and your feet really warm. On your left. That woman was out in shorts. A little bit cool for that. But yeah, I have thermal underwear that I wear top and bottom. And when you're riding like this, you just wear plenty of layers. If you can keep your ears warm and your feet and your hands warm, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Now again, I don't do really, really long rides either, because it'll kill the battery a lot quicker. Obviously, you can't go as far. But I am one of the few influencers that actually ride in the wintertime. There are some that do. I'm not saying there's not. But I'm one of the rare few that do. Because I need to show people what battery degradation is in the winter, first of all. And secondly, how the Triker e-bike handles in the single digits. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of limitations you got to worry about. You just got to be careful, like when you're riding anything else. Some of the benefits of riding in the winter, I love the fresh air. I would rather ride in the winter sometimes than I would in the summer, for two factors. There's a whole lot less people on the trail in the winter. On your left. And you've also got a lot of fresh air where you can just breathe that cold air in, and I love it. I wear Provocas over my face. I have those as well. So if you're prepared, you can ride in any temperatures. Now, riding on a bike trail like this can be very difficult in the winter, especially when there's snow, because you can ride in if it's fresh snow, but you get a lot of people walking on this, and then you got the freeze thaw, and then you got people riding their e-bikes and stuff on here. It forms a lot of ice patches. So typically I will stay off of the trails if there's a lot of ice. I won't ride at all. Even on the main roads, I won't be riding if there's ice on the road either. That's just not safe at any age. So when I'm out like this, I'm getting to see all the leaves fall. The main thing you got to watch out for is them walnuts. If you're on a regular e-bike, you could flip that thing if you're not careful. You hit one of them bigger walnuts. So that's one of the things you got to look for. And when it rains, you got all these leaves come down, and you got to be careful in the winter because it becomes icy on them leaves. It becomes very slippery. So those are some of the other things you got to look for. On your left. I see pretty much the same people out here all the time. That lady back here walks her dog all the time when I'm out. So I see her a lot of times, so she must walk this trail daily with that dog. So yeah, let me again know if you guys ride in the wintertime. I'll try to put some links up in the video or even in the description box of some of the things that I buy and some of the things that I use. And of course I wear winter boots as well. Thermal socks. You got to make sure your feet stay warm. But now I found these heat warmers that go under your foot. So I'm really happy about that. And guys, on these heat warmers I use, you can get somewhere between 4 to 6 hours of warmth out after you shake that thing up. So that's pretty impressive. Now again, even as far as seniors and people with disability, I recommend you see your doctor before you take on any kind of riding in any time during the year, but especially in the wintertime. Especially if you're riding an e-bike, you got to be really careful because you could flip that thing pretty easily in wet and snow conditions. So you got to be a little more careful. As you see, I wear my yellow construction vest that I have on today. I will wear that quite often. Then I've got my helmet that's got flashing lights in the back and the solid light on the front, which you can see. And I've got my great mirrors, my Briskmore bar end mirrors that I use. I almost could have brought my gloves today. It's a little chilly out here today. It's probably 40, maybe 42 degrees, which is a little bit chilly for this time of the day. But again, we're in the 6th day of November too. We're only going to be doing about a 5 or 6 mile ride today. We're going to ride up the hill here, and I'll do a cutoff back towards my neighborhood once I get up here a little bit. But this video was really focusing on winter riding, what to expect. And let's talk about tires in the winter time. Now, if you're riding an e-bike, you want to lower the pressure. Normally a fat tire 20 by 4 inch is usually 20 pounds of pressure. You'll want to drop that down to about 10 pounds of pressure when you're riding in the winter, maybe 12. Because what that's going to do is give you better traction on the trail. Better grip, shall we say. Where on a trike, you don't have to worry about it as bad because you got them 2 wheels in the back, which really helps. That poor doggy wanted to come across the trail. But I'll be doing longer rides this year. I've got a bike. I got my side rusher Komodo. It's got 2 batteries. I wouldn't hesitate to do 30 to 45 miles on it. With a dual battery 20 amp hour setup on each battery. I find that very doable. And I'm going up to the light. I'm going to cut through the parking lot here, I believe. Get over here to the sidewalk and I'll cross. We'll cut back through the school parking lot. It'll even be a little quicker to get home. I don't think they got the gates locked. They do not. Give you guys that angle there so you can see the right side of my bike here. And I'll flip it back around when I get up here to go to the left side of the bike, and or the trike, shall we say, and give her a couple of these speed bumps I got to go over. And you want to go slow over these because they'll get you. Those are heavy duty speed bumps there. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera right here. There we go. Again, I'm riding this nice brisk day, about 42 degrees out, and it's going to get much colder around here. We're in southwest Ohio, and it's going to get down single digits and below 0. Now, I'm not sure I've been out below zero yet. I'm not sure I want to. Because you got any kind of wind, and what you usually do when it gets that cold, it's going to cut right through you. So that may be where if I can get down below single digits, I'll probably not ride till it warms up just a bit. Haven't been this way in a little while along this parking lot through the elementary school. There we go. Again, I'm riding my electric 750 XP trike. It's a really, really fun trike to ride. It's probably my favorite now, and I've reviewed probably 15 of these in the last 2 or 3 years. This one may be my favorite. They just build them with quality in mind. Quality components, performance, comfort, suspension seat post, 750 watt motor, 48 volt, 17 amp hour battery, I believe it is. 2 great baskets for cargo, front and back. So it is certainly designed for comfort. I love the step-through area. It's only about 13.4 inches step-through area, very low. Especially if you're rehabbing a knee, you're going to find it so much easier to get over this step-through area to get on your trike. So those are some of the things that I look at. Very quiet. You can barely hear that motor. It's got great road tires on it. So yeah, we're going to be finishing the video up right here. I just wanted to get out and do a little video today on talking about riding in the colder weathers in the winter and how I managed to do that. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for sticking along. So share, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. And I'll see you guys on the next ride adventure.